Dumela Motswana ko gae, and welcome to yet another episode of Reja Shapo Cooking Challenge. We are here in Francistown, Botswana, Mogoyone Tropo Yamuka. It's going to be an amazing time because as you can see, we're at the Staybridge Hotel. The scenery is amazing. It looks beautiful. The Reja Shapo team is here. The crew, everybody's here to meet amazing contestants that are going to be cooking for us amazing meals. We're going to learn from everybody, experience the different profiles in the people from the region here in the northern part of Botswana. So it's going to be just all fantastic. Let me remind you of the show that there's round 1 and round 2 and round 3. Round 1 for first contestant, round 2 for the second, and then round 3 for the third. But then in each round, the judges will be reviewing. Then of course, at the end of it, there's only one winner. One winner walking away with 1,000 pula worth of vouchers. So I don't know who they're gonna be. Who do you know? Let's find out because it's gonna be fantastic. Let's just check out the set. Let's go. It's looking amazing. Avos. Wow. Let's do it. So let's kickstart the show with our first contestant, Mama Liding. I'm so happy to see you and just be in this region. Please tell us a bit about yourself.
My name is Warabile Mdojo from Masunga village, Mokotane Yamanyanda Ward.
The cooking show.
I can post him on Facebook, and my husband advised me for which were Mahazak.
So at least you have your husband at home. You can give him a wave.
Hey.
Ah, sweet, sweet. Eh? Now, just tell us a bit about your love for cooking. I you're here cooking.
I grew up watching MasterChef, America, Australia, South Africa, and all sorts of cooking shows. My TV in Tota. That's where my love of cooking is right thing.
Wow, beautiful. No, experience. We can't wait to taste that experience today. Eh?
Yep.
So, mystery box. Something that we want to show you in there.
Okay.
All right, let's go for it. Our mystery boxes. Your key ingredients are in one of these baskets that you have to choose. The judges are gonna judge you according to one of these baskets that you'll be choosing. So, do me the honorable pleasure of choosing one of the baskets that you'll be cooking with.
I believe 3 is my lucky number. I was born on the 3rd.
Okay, let's get started and let's remove.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Go! As you can see there, Mama.
Yeah, I've never cooked this before, but get a lick.
And then we're gonna
Mixed veggies.
mixed veggies, broccoli, cauliflower, carrot, and here you go. And then
Get now.
pork sausages.
Okay.
Okay. And then
Red cabbage.
red cabbage. Okay,
Okay.
how do you say we're gonna cook a nice meal?
Don't know bikila so you should not see pana.
Aha! Come on, let's do it.
Today I cooked mosutane with mixed veggies, pork sausage stew, red cabbage salad, and also avocado.
So I'm with one of our main judges on the show, that is Mr. Kenneth Middleton. How's it, my man?
I'm good, thanks.
You know, we were in the south of Botswana and it was just amazing. We tasted amazing food together. We see you online. It's just been amazing to see your work, what the things you're testing out, everything that you're bringing color to and your creativity. Me knowing you personally, I enjoyed that. So please just share a little bit your journey on how this cooking journey started.
Well, it all started with me being bored with the food that I was eating. I mean, I could count the amount of starches or carbohydrates that I was eating with one hand. So the availability of variety was the main drive. I just needed more excitement in my food, which I felt would bring more excitement to my life. And so it was just a journey about learning, teaching myself, and then after I had taught myself, I realized that I could pass on some of this knowledge. So being online, making these recipes, is a fantastic thing because I can reach so many people because of the scale.
So I'm with our second judge, Dr. Lebo. We have the privilege of having her with us once again. We've been going through many shows, learning from her tips and advice concerning food, healthy food, because in fact, Dr. Lebo is a dietitian. Dr. Lebo, Warabile is cooking for us a meal that consists of musutlwane. What are the health benefits of musutlwane?
Musutlwane is very high in dietary fiber, which is good for managing blood sugars, preventing cancers such as colon cancer because of the roughage, and also managing high blood pressure.
So if you want to hashtag beat NCDs.
Yes, Reja Shapo.
Reja Shapo. That's what we're about today. All right, thank you, Dr. Lebo. Let's continue. So my sister, it's time up. Let's see what the judges have to say. Well done.
So today, the presentation is decent. Love what she has done with the avocado there. The colors are balancing. She has played with that.
Musutlwane is usually a dark color, so at least the cabbage is bringing out the color of the plate. I'm not sure about that avocado there on standalone. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be eaten with, but we'll see whether the taste also helps with the musutlwane there.
I think it will complement the musutlwane because of its creaminess and its fat content, good fat, healthy fat. But just the fact that it can smoothen, because musutlwane is rough and is a bit dryish.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed she's got some fruits inside her. I don't know whether to call it a coleslaw at this point, but it's a cabbage salad.
The cabbage salad.
And she's got fruits in there. That might be very interesting.
Well, let's dig in. I like the fact that she also included the mixed vegetables with the musutlwane. However, I would have preferred separately so that, it doesn't, the vegetables don't become soggy and lost in the musutlwane.
I find this dish to be enjoyable. I love the variety from the savoriness of the meat to the sweetness and crunchiness of the cabbage. So there's also textures at play.
Yes.
So that's why I appreciate the avo with the texture that it plays in the whole dish. I found the sorghum to be slightly under-seasoned. And sometimes the difference between a good dish can be a pinch of salt.
The color is deceiving because I actually thought it was going to be a little bit spicy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't blame her because we are here for healthy eating. So maybe that was that was a concern for her to prepare something that is healthy. So I would say it's okay.
Welcome back onto the show, and with me here is contestant number 2. We're doing round 2 right now and it's about to get heated up once again. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Buipelo Tukile. I'm from a small village called Sofopes, just 27 kilometers from Silibi Pikwe, and I am a chef by profession. I am here today, Mother Absa Cook Off, to cook some healthy food and have a good time. I'm a mother to 2 little boys. The other one is 10, the other one is 4 years old.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. And tell me, please, what is the main reason that brought you here to be with us onto the show?
As a chef, I think we're trying to venture into this thing where we're trying to introduce healthy but good-looking food and appetizing food into the culinary industry. And the second reason, as I've already mentioned, I'm a mother to 2 little boys who are very picky about what they eat. And I think we have a problem in my household where they are not eating healthy food. So I'm trying to make healthy eating exciting for them and hopefully, get them to eat their vegetables.
Ah, wonderful. So they normally like to eat the unhealthy side of food.
Yeah.
And we have to protect them. And I like what you mentioned, that we're here to promote healthy living, just to avoid getting NCDs, heart disease, cancer, and all the likes. Do you have, people, or do you know people that struggle with heart disease, cancer, or something?
A few years back, I actually had my uncle. he passed on, unfortunately, because of colon cancer. So I think that on its own did raise awareness as to me and my family, as to maybe change the way we live, the way we eat, and try to eat a bit more healthy foods.
Thank you, no, wonderful. Because in fact, thank you for mentioning that, because Dr. Lebo, in fact, earlier mentioned that we need to eat fiber in order to avoid colon cancer. So that's why we're here, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we're trying to encourage healthy eating. And as you can see, my sister just sharing a little bit about her own life. But yeah, let's do what we can. Let's implement these meals into our lifestyles and improve our diets. But now it's time for the mystery box. Let's go. Now, what we're going to do here, okay, is we're going to choose one of these baskets. In fact, you're going to choose one of these baskets, okay, and you're going to decide the key ingredients that you're going to be making. Whatever you choose in there is going to be the key ingredients that you're going to be making.
Okay.
Are we together?
Yes.
All right, so let me allow you to do it.
I think I'll pick the first one.
You pick the first one.
Yes.
Okay, all right then, let's go for it. Okay, I'm going to lay my hands onto it, and then we're going to find out what are your key ingredients. Are you ready?
Yes, yes I am.
All right, so and ta-da!
Okay, we have spinach.
Yeah, can you grab this?
Let's put them here.
Yeah, and there you go.
And then we have some lentils. I think it's lentils.
Yeah, it's lentils. And then here, stampa.
And then we have some, yes.
Yeah, samp. Okay, and then of course, there we go.
We have our chicken breast.
Chicken breasts. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Will you manage? Is it not stressful?
No.
No, takhona.
Yeah.
Great. No, then you go for it, my sister. You cook that wonderful, healthy meal for us, and then later I'll come and taste a little bit and see what it gives.
We had lentils, we had samp, and then we had spinach. And then I added, to make a full dish, I added some mixed country mix. And then we made one pot samp and lentil served with a pan-fried chicken breast and a toasted spinach salad.
So I noticed that there were two types of onion on the table there, and I'm guessing you are using both?
Yes, I am.
Do you mind to tell us how you are using both of these different types of onions?
Okay, we have your red onion and we have our leek. So for the cooking, I used the leek because of the flavor and the aroma that it brings into the food. And then the red onion, I'm just going to use it on a toast salad. So I'm just going to use it raw because I believe the flavor of it is it's perfect for salad, or you get to enjoy it a little better if it's on salad as compared to cooking it.
100%. The red onion is less sharp and has a milder taste, which works perfectly with your salads because you're eating it raw.
Doc, I just want to ask about lentils this time around. And we don't always cook with lentils, but apparently they're very healthy just on the side in our dish. You know, it can replace morogo, or if you're having with rice or whatever. But what are the benefits of lentils?
One thing good about lentils is just like any other variety of beans, you talk about your dietary fiber, your protein, so they're almost similar to any other type of beans. And the good thing about them is that if you don't want the same type of taste from one type of beans, you can use them as a substitution. You can either use them in soup or even as breakfast, because they are very filling. They keep you full longer, therefore you don't have to eat as much. And also because they don't spike up your blood sugars, it means that you will not get cravings like you would eating, let's say, foods that are very high in sugar. So they help regulate your blood sugars to be stable for a longer time.
That sounds like a very important point for diabetics, people with diabetes.
Definitely, because they also provide carbohydrates. So sometimes, people will say, no, I can't eat carbs because they make you gain weight, but those are healthier type of carbohydrates because they are not processed. It's like whole grains.
Yes,
Yeah.
whole grains.
Yes.
That's it. And that's what we're all about promoting. Thank you so much, Doc.
Thank you.
That's our health tip concerning lentils, and we'll hear more after this. See you now. So, my sister, it's time up. Well done, Bui. I think we're going to move on to the next round and also see what the judges have to say before that.
Dr. Lebo, second dish is looking interesting.
It's looking very interesting, very colorful. I see all the rainbow colors, almost all of them. The tomato, which provides the lycopene, which is a cancer-fighting nutrient. I'm guessing that's samp. I'm not sure what it's mixed with. I see chicken there, and it has a bit of sauce, which is a plus on my end, because chicken breast can get really, really dry.
Yes, this presentation is it's definitely giving next level. It's taking things up a level, elevating the dish. I did catch a glimpse of her cutting these spinach, which she has used raw, and she used a technique which is quite technical, a little chef on art. That's why you can see the texture of it like this. And that shows me that her knife skills, of a certain level. She knows her way around the kitchen. She knows some things.
Yeah, and the last thing that I like about this dish is it combines raw vegetables with the cooked food. You could have easily cooked the spinach, but I think sometimes we need a balance of the crunchiness of the vegetables with the mushy type of texture from the grains.
Absolutely. When you think of different textures in your dish, you're taking it up a level. All right, it's tasting time.
Let's dig in.
This spinach, I feel, is not the right type of spinach to have raw. It's giving a bit of greenness, a bit of rawness that is slightly on the unpleasant side. The samp with the lentils, the flavor for me is great. I think it's slightly over-seasoned.
Yes.
Which is a bit of a problem because you can't reverse that. In the other case where it's under-seasoned, you can actually compensate. But in this one, you can't. But the chicken is perfect. It is moist in the middle, seasoned to perfection.
I love the chicken breast. The flavors went into the actual meat.
Yes, definitely a great dish. Just a few points here and there, but otherwise well executed.
So it's been great to be seeing what everybody is doing, but welcome back. And we saw some of the two contestants that were here, and just great dishes, great performances. But now we are down to the last contestant of the show. Please tell us a bit about yourself, your name, where you're from.
Okay, so my name is Bushem Buni, and I am an accessory designer, also a professional makeup artist. And what brings me here is my love for food. I am a firstborn child, and so that would mean that I've been cooking for a very long time.
And just a little bit about your line of work, what you do a little bit. Could you share that with us?
Okay, so I am an accessory designer. So that is what I like to call contemporary ethnic jewelry. So I take elements of African culture and sort of infuse that into what it is I do. So I'll use your traditional Letesi, I'll use your beads, but also not just prints from Botswana, but from all over Africa as well.
Very nice. Now I can't wait because I'm speaking to a creative here.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. So I can't wait to see that in the food and just get a bit of that, experience, get a bit of that personality.
A little bit of flavor.
A little bit of flavor. So let's get going, and we have the mystery box to look at. So let's do that right now. So what we have here is our 3 mystery boxes. Okay, mystery box number 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And so I'd like you just to choose one of these as your key ingredients.
Okay.
And then the judges are gonna review you with these ingredients, looking at these ingredients. Of course, all of this is at your disposal, but I need you to just give me a selection of what you want. So please.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm gonna go with the third one.
Let's go with the third one.
Okay, cool.
Great. Okay, third one. Okay, let's hit it. And voila! Oh my word! Look at that. First, the main ingredient here is wheat, korong.
Korong, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I know that can take some time to cook. Of course, you know, we have your red cabbage, you know, that adds a bit of color in the food. We're normally used to white cabbage, so yeah. And of course, that's our beef.
We've got a little bit of beef.
Yeah? Are you okay with beef?
No, I'm great with beef. We live in the land of beef. So how can we not?
How can we not?
Yeah.
And then
a little bit of butternut.
A little bit of butternut. Are we good with that?
Yeah.
So I think we can go for it. Are you ready to start with all these ingredients?
Let's make some magic. With the meat, the beef, I stripped it down and created a bit of a stir fry. I added some korong in there to sort of create a bit of like a curry. With the asparagus, I incorporated sweet corn and a bit of mayonnaise to sort of have that on the side as well.
Time's up. Hey, you did well.
Thank you.
I'm very pleased. I saw a lot of colors. So let's go hear what the judges have to say.
Thoughts, Doctor?
I see color. I see a wide variety of vegetables. The meat there looks very tasty with the cabbage. So I'm wondering, will it work together, the cabbage and the meat? Since most of the time, you know, the red cabbage goes well as a side dish.
Yes, I mean, to me, this dish does look inviting. The variety of vegetables here is quite a lot, which means it should be quite healthy in that regard. But I mean, it's all going to go down to the taste.
Yeah, let's dig in.
So yeah, for me, the asparagus is overdone, making it a bit denatured, and I'm sure it loses a couple of nutrients that way. Now, the avocado corn salad with the cream, it's the first time I ever have this. And so it's interesting to try new things. However, it didn't really work for me. The korong was nice and very flavorful. I like that. I enjoyed that. The cabbage and beef, juicy.
My concern was the butternut. I didn't get that sweetness that ordinarily you would expect from the butternut. The meat, excellent. But overall, like you were saying, it's a good attempt, but it's not really the best.
So we are here at the end of the show, but of course we need to know who will be walking away with 1,000 pula worth of vouchers. I want to thank our participants today just for giving us different ideas and dishes that we can walk away from, and that's the most important thing. But of course, I think it's that time of the moment. There has to be a winner at the end of it all. Now let's hear from the judges.
Remember that what we were judging on was based on both health and also creativity and just bringing your personality on your dishes.
Right. It is never easy, but we have deliberated and we have our 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to start with number 3. And so in third place, we have Warabil.
Well done, Warashida. Well done. Well done. Well done, my sister.
And now is the time to announce the winner. And so, the winning dish displayed a level of skill that was impressive. And the dish itself was very well put together and was very enjoyable for the judges to taste. Yes. And we both agreed that the first place winner is Buipelo.
Well done. Congratulations. So once again, an amazing performance from all of you, and just with the dishes you offered us today, thank you so much once again. And so I think I'm going to need your support to end the show. Hashtag
Reja Shapo.